guys, my name's Tom Kendall, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you how to get into weightlifting. This video is going to be split into 3 parts. The first part is going to be why you would want to start weightlifting. The second part is going to be how to get into weightlifting, and the third part is going to be what kind of food you need to be eating if you're training hard in the gym. So, part 1, why do you want to start weightlifting? Well, the reasons that I wanted to start weightlifting were, first of all, I wanted to look big. I wanted to be one of these alpha males that's just a massive guy with loads of muscles. The second reason was I had a pretty good athletic looking baseline. I wasn't big by any stretch, I was just kind of lean. I already knew that I liked the gym because, you know, I'd been going once a week with my dad since about 14. I think that's how old you have to be to go into a lot of gyms. I wanted to be stronger, especially as a man. You want to feel capable in your own body, that you can lift things that need to be lifted, carry heavy things. But mainly, if you want to get into weightlifting, you have to want to do it. It's really not something that you can half-ass, and honestly I wouldn't recommend doing anything in life half-assed, because I mean ultimately you're just wasting time. So you have to want to go to the gym. It's not just something that you can think, oh yeah, I want to be massive but I'm not going to put the work in. You have to put the work in, you have to want it, and it's something that's going to take you on a journey that will probably last you your entire life. Otherwise you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You know, you have to want to do it to benefit your own health, because that's the main part of wanting to, you know, build your own body. So yeah, make sure that you're wanting to start the gym for the right reasons. You don't want to be doing it to impress anyone else. You want to be doing it for yourself, to increase your own health and just to feel stronger in your own body. Because if you're doing it to impress other people, I'm going to be completely honest with you, there is a big misconception that get in good shapes and you'll just have girls crawling all over you. I mean, I can't say anything on that because it's not like I'm in great shape, I'm just in kind of average shape. But yeah, that's not going to happen. You know, if you want to get girls, you need to get good at speaking to girls, not go to the gym. It's completely different thing. And obviously, you know, if you take it down the route of PDs, it's going to get to the point where you're that big that it's only going to be other men that find you attractive. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Do it for yourself, not for other people. Part 2, how to get into weightlifting. Well, first of all, you're going to want a gym membership. By all means, you can work out from home. Obviously it's locked down at the moment, I'm working out from home, most people are. But really, if you want the best facilities for weight training, you're going to want to buy a gym membership and get yourself off to the gym. The most difficult part about starting the gym is not getting on the school bus and going home and actually, you know, walking out the school gate on your own and walking or getting to the gym however you get there. It wasn't actually that difficult for me because I knew it was something that I wanted to do. But yeah, you have to pack your sports kit bag in the morning, and instead of just getting on the bus with your mates, do what you want to do and get yourself off to the gym, and then after that it just becomes routine. The main reason that I'm motivated to go every single day is the fact that I know it's good for me and that I'm going to regret not doing it in the future. And that's what you've got to think about. Part 3, nutrition. There's nothing better than getting in the gym and, you know, working out. But if you want to see optimal gains, I really recommend that you download MyFitnessPal. This is mine. I haven't actually logged anything today. I'm having a bit of an off day in terms of food. It's great, it lets you swipe in the same meal as the day before, so that it really speeds up that process. And you can really keep a good track on your calories. If you're like me, where you're starting off really skinny, you're going to want to make sure you're eating enough calories to be gaining weight. I set myself on 3,500 calories. I gained a significant amount of weight. I went from about 130 pounds to 150 in 6 months, I'd say. And you obviously you're going to need weighing scales as well, because if you're skinny, you don't want to be losing weight, and if you're fat, you don't want to be gaining weight. So what I did was to increase the amount of food I was eating. I started having bigger breakfast, so instead of just having a bowl of cereal, I'd have a bowl of granola with yogurt and fruit, or a big bowl of porridge with, you know, like peanut butter and protein powder. I'd have French toast. French toast is a great one. You get a couple of eggs, crack into a bowl, have 3-4 slices of bread with it, put a bit of low calorie syrup on the top. It's great, it's got loads of protein in, especially if you have seeded bread, that's got extra protein. And then after I'd come home from the gym, or just before, I would have a massive protein shake, about 800 calories in, you know, milk, bananas, peanut butter, protein powder, oats, anything I could throw in there, but making sure it was mainly protein. Obviously I'd have my dinner, and I would have had lunch at school and a few snacks throughout the day. And before I would go to bed, I'd have either peanut butter and jam or Nutella on toast. It doesn't sound very healthy, but in retrospect, I didn't gain like that much fat. Obviously, I did gain fat because if you've seen my previous video, I went from having a pretty rich stomach to being kind of a bit chubbier. But I wouldn't change it because my arms are big enough. You know, you've got to make sacrifices for the things that you want. But the most important thing was I weighed myself every day. I have a set of weighing scales called MegaFits, and it records your data straight to your phone. It Bluetooths. You can see the data going back. Scroll that way, you can see it kind of fluctuating a little bit, and it'll go right down to when I first started. But that app's really great just to show you progress and make sure, you know, your weight's going in the direction it's going. And in terms of the amount of weight you want to be gaining, it's going to differ for everyone. I think I was gaining anywhere from half a pound to a pound a week, but that's going to be too much for some people. As long as your weight's going up, if it's going up steadily, technically you're making healthier gains because it's more muscle and less fat. And obviously the faster you gain weight, the more of that's going to be fat and water, but it just really depends on whether you want to look leaner or you don't mind looking a bit puffier but getting those extra gains. So it just depends how quickly you want to do things. Now, advice for people who are heavier, I would say just try and eat as much protein as you can. And when I say that, I mean look at your diet, look at, you know, carbs, protein and fat. They're the three kind of main things that we like to split it into. Just make sure a large percentage of that is protein, so try and aim for like 25%, I'd say, a good number. And yeah, you want to be doing that on reduced calories if you are overweight. And you know, you don't want to slim down too fast because then you won't be building any muscle, but just, you know, slim down at a reasonable rate, and you know, you'll start to see those muscles coming through. And then one day, it's not, you know, it's a slow process, but you'll thank yourself for it in 1, 2 or however many years it takes for you to get to kind of that goal. Supplements that I recommend for people, the two that I use are protein powder, and yeah, that is a supplement because you're supplementing the protein with protein powder. And bear in mind, it is called a supplement, so that's supposed to be on top of protein that you're already having. So, you know, make sure you're eating meat in the day or dairy products that have high percentages of protein, because at the end of the day, that's what whey protein is. It's just it's dairy. The other supplement that I use is creatine. I think personally, I'd say the creatine is worth the money. I have the bulk powders one. I'll admit I don't really enjoy the taste of it, but you're not doing it for the taste, you're doing it for the benefits of that creatine. And what creatine does is it sucks water into your muscles, it makes them look more full, but it also gives you the ability to kind of squeeze out one extra rep where you otherwise wouldn't have been able to. I've never used pre-workout, so I can't say anything about it. However, I have just ordered some MyProtein, the pre-workout, which I will be reviewing probably in my next video if it arrives in time, so I will give you my thoughts on that very soon. Yeah, so main takeaways from this video: how do you get into weightlifting? Right, you've got to want it, you've got to get a gym membership, and you've got to take that first step. You've got to push yourself, and you've got to actually go to the gym and train hard as often as you possibly can. And also remember, food, you're going to want to make sure you've got your nutrition on point. Make sure you get all this nutrition and stuff in order as soon as you start going to the gym, so that you make good habits that are going to last you a lifetime. Right, this has been Tom Kendall Fitness. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.